Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is David Oshin from VJT Concept, an award-winning IT training and development company in Africa. In this cybersecurity analyst course, today I'm going to be taking you on the attacks in the digital age. In the past, attacks were spread through disk, like a floppy disk, but now attacks have been much more sophisticated because of the internet and the bloom of the internet. So attacks can spread as fast as possible. Within minutes, within hours, attacks can spread and worms and viruses can spread so fast. So it means that now we need to be very, very careful and safeguard ourselves from attacks because attackers are using several means. But remember, we always rely on history to be able to exploit human emotions, to be able to exploit human behaviors and see how they can create damage. We'll look at two incidents that shaped the modern day cybersecurity history, and we'll look at the love letter attack, then we'll also look at the Equifax breach. Let's start with the love letter attack. Love letter, I love you. Who knows that could be very, very dangerous? Well, the guys that actually created it because they wanted to exploit human emotions. Humans have this desire to feel loved. So anytime someone tells you I love you, there's this part of you, there's this soft part of you it gets to. Attackers always make sure they exploit human behavior and human emotions. And the most effective form of attack today is through social engineering, and that is gathering information through human lapses, exploiting human behavior, making you they try to make friends with you so that they can extract important information from you that they can use to attack you. So humans are the weakest link when it comes to security today, not because of the geniuses of the attackers, but because of human emotions that have been exploited. The love letter attack affected over 45 million people, and it's because of the simple word I love you. So when this guy created it, he created it in 2000, and the effect was so massive within a couple of months. It was a phishing attack. As simple as possible, he created a letter titled I love you. So the purpose is when you look at the letter, you think it's from a friend, then you click on it. Once you click on it, you're downloading the letter to read it. But once you click on it, it's going to scan all of the address bars and check all of your email contact and replicate the letter all up to them. Now, this happened because in the year 2000, Microsoft hid that extension, DOS extension, and it was sometimes some people who had their extension open were able to see the extension on the file, but those who have their extension hidden won't be able to see it. So what does that mean? It means that love letter had the love letter.pdf, but it had an extension .exe, which many people didn't see. But if you had seen it and you ignored it, you have gotten into trouble. But if you had seen it and you know what it is, you won't click on it. But the love letter attack was like a simple love letter. Once you check it and click on it, it's going to download itself and go to cause harm in your system. So it was able to travel into people's system and create a lot of havoc. And this disturbed business operation, and people lost millions of dollars in business. But the foundation of this was social engineering. We're going to explain social engineering so much more in other parts of the classes. But one thing you should understand the fact that human emotions are being exploited day to day, and we know that that's the highest form of attack. As long as people are willing to see, they are willing to be loved, it means that attackers have a high tendency to attack them. The love letter attack has actually impacted the industry and has made many people understand the weakness of human emotions. When guys open the letter, they feel it's from a friend, a female friend, and when the female counterpart opens the letter, they feel it's from a male friend. And the lesson to learn here is always verify every letter, everything sent to you. Check the extensions if there are no additional extensions, and also make sure that whoever is sending you anything, make sure it is not a letter that is compromised, but make sure that you verify the source. Another attack we will look at closely now is the Equifax breach. This Equifax breach affected over 145 million Americans. How did it happen? I've always told you that in cybersecurity, people are the weakest link or negligence. This happened because of negligence on the company called Equifax. Equifax is a multinational company that help Americans to report their credit cards and credit that they do a credit reporting in America, and they have almost all of Americans as their customers. So when the attackers actually started, they were looking at these guys for breaches, monitoring them to see if there are loopholes. But where the Equifax guys missed it was the fact that they announced to them they were using a software and an open source software, and the software providers announced to them that, hey guys, this software is outdated, update your softwares. But they didn't listen, and for 2 months they didn't update their software. So when the software was not updated, the bad guys, the threat actors, looked at it as an opportunity, and they were able to start sending queries to the database, and multiple times of queries they were sending to get in, and they got in later. After some months, they got into the system, and they were able to crash the system and steal the cards and steal the information of over 146 million Americans, including credit card, their personal identifiable information. We'll talk about that later, the PII, and things like date of birth, and many information which they use to be able to attack these people. Equifax paid a whole lot of money in damages, over $575 million in damages to the government, because it was multiple negligence on their own part. And negligence is a very big factor when it comes to cybersecurity. That's why, as a cybersecurity analyst, you are supposed to be so patient to do your job. If a cybersecurity analyst had monitored the traffic to see that illegal traffic is moving and had blocked it, they would have prevented such from happening. It was reported that Equifax had to pay every American $20,000 for a breach that happened because of the effect of the breach. So companies have learned that, oh, this breach can be very impactful on our finances. We need to protect people's data. We need to protect people's information. We need to protect our system. We need to protect people. That is why a cybersecurity analyst has a very important role in cybersecurity. Because your job is to monitor, your job is to investigate, your job is to protect your company, your people from unauthorized traffic, unauthorized attack from the bad guys, from the threat actors. So I believe that we've learned a lot from these two attacks in the modern age. Remember, most of them was due to negligence. The negligence on the part of the Equifax company, not looking at the fact that they're being attacked, not monitoring the traffic, and also not updating their software. We've said this several times. Make sure you update your software regularly. If you don't update your softwares, you are putting yourself at risk, and the bad guys can come in and create a havoc. And number two, don't let anyone exploit you based on emotions. The love letter attack was one of the greatest attacks that impacted the cybersecurity world, because over 45 million people were affected on the simple word, I love you. Always confirm every letter you receive in your mail, check the source, verify the links, and check the extensions, and stay safe. I believe this has actually helped you. Join us for our next class. Thank you.